Hey everybody, this is Swayze Reborn. Welcome to the show. Today we are going to be tackling episode 2 of Avatar The Last Airbender, The Avatar Returns. Crushed episode 1. Guys, crushed it. So, let's just get into it.
But I believe Aang can save the world.
So I spoke before about how great the opening is, and this is the one that they'll use continuing forward for the rest of the series. It is so good, so sweet. Mwah, mwah. We don't do recaps. That's what we got episodes for. Looking to the series Avatar RnR.
From the enemy. The foreigner is banished from our village.
This goes back to Sokka wanting to protect people. His ultimate goal is to be a protector. He just goes about it in a way that puts anything that's different, anything that he doesn't know, that he doesn't have a grasp on, can be considered the enemy. Honestly, Aang kind of deserves this. He messed up really bad.
Aang's brought us something we haven't had in a long time. Fun.
You see Aang come into the village and it ignites the spark of hope. Something that's been dead inside these kids, man. They just don't have a choice in the matter. Aang comes in, it's off to the races. It's time to get down, get funky, just have a good time. And Aang just has that personality that no matter where he goes, he brings the noise, brings the funk, brings the fun.
I don't want to come between you and your family.
At the end of the day, Aang is a very selfless individual. There are ways that he's very childish, and he still acts very immaturely, but his core is very selfless and self-sacrificing. He's a great guy for that.
Go back home and look for the Airbenders.
The kid's still in shock. Dude, everyone you know is dead. It's been 100 years.
Aang, don't go. I'll miss you.
This has always been one of the weirdest, most awkwardly read lines in the whole series for me. Every time I watch this episode, every time I hear that line, did somebody's kid sneak into the sound booth? What's going on here? Why is it so bad? Why is it so bad? Can we take it back one more time?
Aang, don't go. I'll miss you.
Why is it so bad? What's going on? Should have hit that when you had the chance, homie. Aang realizes the danger that he's put the village in. His first instinct is to go and save them. You gotta love a good getting ready for a battle montage. The juxtaposition between Sokka and his minimalist attire and being alone in this fight against Zuko with his regalia, the pomp of getting his armor on. This is going to be a pretty one-sided fight. The musical cues, the ambiance, the ambient noise, the sound effects, it all just works so well together to just set up a very tense scene. This image is classic, iconic. It reminds me a lot of Star Wars. The enemy is positioned in such a way where the looming shadow, the enemy ship being massive compared to the small defenses representing the overwhelming reach and power of the Fire Nation, and just seeing it silhouetted into the sky. So great. And I love this introduction. The intimidating music, the no-nonsense attitude, just charging right down. Not even giving Sokka a thought. It keeps going. Zuko is not worried about peasants. He doesn't care about this village. One-track mind. Honor. Avatar. Bring me all your elderly! It's funny, the restraint that Zuko is showing. He's not interested in hurting these people. Truly, he is only interested in the Avatar. He gets that, he will gladly be on his way. At this point, he's just toying with Sokka. He doesn't want to hurt him. He doesn't want to kill him. He's not even on his radar. It's like a fly that hasn't gotten annoying enough for you to squash. Now the fly's asking for it. I love how it just had 6 little comedy spots, like within 10 seconds. So quick. You don't laugh at this one, let's try this one, try this one. Boom, boom. It just gets you with the absurdness of it all. Just boom, 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 boom. It hits you like stand up comedy.
You're the Avatar?
Bum, bum, bum. Secret revealed. The worst kept secret. I still don't get it. How'd you not figure it out?
If I go with you, will you promise to leave everyone alone?
This is such a great character moment for both Aang and Zuko. This little interaction they have. Aang knows that this fight in this environment is going to be very dangerous for the people around. He is self sacrificing, so he decides to surrender himself. And Zuko, he's not a bad guy. He's not a warmonger. He may have some issues controlling his emotions, but he doesn't want to destroy and burn this place to the ground. The only thing he wants is the Avatar. Aang knows that, Zuko knows that, and they just have this connection where they kind of understand each other. They have a connection even from this very first episode.
King saved our tribe. Now we have to save him.
Are you gonna talk all day, or are you coming with me?
These characters that they develop at such a quick pace, but also a logical pace. Of course, he was distrusting earlier in the episode, but when Aang came in and not only saved his life, but saved the lives of countless villagers and sacrificed himself, surrendered himself to the Fire Nation to save his village. He doesn't need to have a bunch of exposition about why he has a change of heart or have an inner monologue. You get it because that's just the kind of character that Sokka is. Now he sees Aang as an ally.
It's been so long since I've had hope. You brought it back to life.
I told you, Katara is hope incarnate. The physical manifestation of hope. She resurrected hope. With her bare hands, people, she resurrected it.
So, I guess you never fought an airbender before.
Aang makes a great point. Not only have these people never fought an airbender before, they've never seen one. How much information exists on airbenders, airbending techniques? Probably close to nothing because of the Fire Nation and their propaganda. I doubt anyone knows anything about airbenders. They're going to have no way to predict their attacks, and they're going to have a hard time defending them.
Yep, yep.
Woo! Yay! Wow.
I mean, big deal, he's flying.
So you see Sokka's facade, his mask, quickly crumble in that moment, and you start to realize that no one's anywhere near two-dimensional in this show with their characters. Like I said, no one is prepared for an airbender. Look at how they move, how they fight, how they conduct themselves, their mentality. Everyone wants a one-on-one fight. Aang's just worried about getting his glider and getting out of there. That's it. He doesn't want to really fight. He just wants to escape. Airbenders are not used to that. They're conditioned for battle. Airbenders don't have an equivalent of Agni Kai. How'd they not set the room on fire? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The way he's slinging that around. And even Zuko, as strong as he is, which he is very powerful, is not used to fighting an airbender, has no idea what to do, and just got taken down quick. Like 2 hits, pow pow. What I want to know is how fast did that man have to run to be able to catch up to him? Aang is so fast, and he was knocked out, and he caught up to him that quick, and not only caught up to him, but jumped, leaped after him. Man, Zuko is the man. Look at him. Look at that. Great. He doesn't care. He just wants the Avatar. Aang has no idea what's about to happen. Aang's not used to combat at all. He's not used to going mano a mano. And airbending is not really cut out for that. This is the second time that we've seen the Avatar state in action. The glowing tattoos, the extreme power. The first time was for self-preservation, and this time it's for protection. It seems like whatever emotional state Aang happens to be in and whatever emotions he is driven by at the time are the ones that the Avatar state subconsciously decides to put into effect.
Now that was some water bending.
Wow, Sokka, passive aggressive. What a jerk.
Just a guy with a boomerang.
How wrong you are, Sokka. You're not just a guy with a boomerang. You're also a guy with sarcasm and cynicism, which, if you ask me, is the perfect cornerstones to any personality. And that's just Aang demonstrating some raw power of just his airbending and of airbending in general. Yes, it's defensive, and yes, it's a different kind of power, but Aang, he's a master airbender. Don't get it twisted. Put some respect on this man's name. Put some respect on his name.
Why didn't you tell us you were the Avatar?
Because I never wanted to be.
Behind the carefree, joyous, childish antics of Aang lies the heart of someone whose innocence was stolen from him, and who, for all intents and purposes, has a broken heart, shattered childhood. He's no different than any other kid growing up in this generation in what he's experienced in loss, what he will experience. Him saying this line, because I never wanted to be, just encapsulates his character so well. All Aang ever wanted to be was a kid and be happy and play and have a good time. That's all Aang ever wanted. But it was taken from him, and he felt robbed. And shame, guilt. He has a lot to work through. A very complex character. That's part 2 of the premiere episodes, created by Brian Konatsky and Michael DiMartino. And these guys, they had a vision, they had an idea, and they executed it perfectly. And these first 2 episodes set up a lot of things, but mostly it set up our characters very, very well. There'll be great action, there'll be great drama, there'll be great comedy, there'll be great everything. The character work is just going to expand by leaps and bounds, but these first 2 episodes are such a rock solid foundation, just so great. I can't praise it enough. I'm excited to get into episode 3 of the Southern Air Temple. Really start kicking this into high gear of pushing the boundaries of what a kid's show is, what a kid's show can be, defining what a TV series in general is, either for adults or for children, and what animation can be, and the kind of stories that it can tell. It's going to be a great ride. Thank you, everybody, for sticking to the end of the video. Make sure that you hit the like button, shoot me a subscribe. We're going to be doing every episode, and they're going to be coming here pretty quick. Catch me here on twitch.tv/Swayze Reborn. I try to go about 5 nights a week, about 10 or 11 p.m. Come and join me and let's play some games. Put a comment in about what you like about this episode. If you did like it. If you didn't, what's your favorite moment of the episode? Because I'd have to say, for me, it's Appa's first flight. It's just a magical moment. Love it. And yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Peace.